Alright, hi everyone, this is Greg from Paris, you know me, aka Grégoire, tasting whiskies and other spirits since around 25 years now, more intensely since 2004 in my first big show, Whisky Live Paris, and then others, also meeting collectors who opened their collections, so crazy journey so far. I'm a bit late on this very special, very long and very condensed, concentrated, hopefully video. For those who know the channel, you might not be too surprised by light problem. Sorry, you might be not too surprised by a lot of those. I don't know what's going on with the light. Sorry about that. So for those who know the channel, who have followed everything, Instagram and YouTube, seen every single video, etc., there's a lot of things that will not be a surprise for you. Though I have to say, I did prepare this video even when I was sick, and unfortunately it seems the bronchitis wants to come back, so I'm recording this before maybe another break, I don't know. That said, I was okay enough tasting wise to try a few things at a friend those last days, and guess what I have prepared for weeks and weeks, and even today hours. I mean, it's almost 1 o'clock here, it's been 3 hours. I've been putting out bottles, some pictures, trying to set up things in my little flat. To make you understand this, I'm gonna speak about 120 or more bottles. I have 40 of them, around 40 in my collection, and on the wish list, of course, a dozen ones, including the winner. And the winner, I mean the most spectacular, the most beautiful whiskey I've tried. Guess what? It was not on the list, and it was not something I was not willing to taste, but willing to praise, for the reason I'm going to explain you why in some time there. But it did blow me away so much. I had to change everything. No, everything. I have to change things to make it appear as first. And of course, it's in different categories there. Categories wise, there are 20 different categories, because a bit like, and it's also a tribute to him, Liquor Hound, Chris from Liquor Hound, and unfortunately I don't have as big as him collection to start with, but table, so everything is all over the place. So I'll have to pause to put a few things in order, but also sometimes to show you pictures of things, as I don't know editing. Sorry about that for those who need that. Absolutely, it's not the channel for you. I'm sorry, but for the others, thank you again, to be faithful to me and to trust me. Now, matter of trust, as a matter of fact, I will precise. I did a long video about it. I'm not going to be long, about independence, integrity, call it what you will. Some of the samples and the bottles that were present here on this video have been given by companies or by people close to the companies, or press. They're considered for me as press gifts most of the time. There are some bottles that have been approved in due course in reports I made on Instagram or YouTube way before receiving these bottles, which that's a very particular case. I will come back to it if I have time. And then there's some samples for companies who want me to give a feedback. You have to know that some samples haven't arrived yet, including some very important ones, which might have changed the game here, but I mean, I will see that later on. And when I will have those samples, it's also a particular case. I think I will rather buy myself a bottle from, if the sample is the same date, I hope so, It's a very important case, so it has to be. And then review the bottle instead of reviewing the sample. Maybe I'll add some samples, but yeah, it's too long. What else? Then trust me or you don't trust me for my opinion. I have received a sample, for instance, that I thought will fit in there as one of the best of the year, and it did not. So I'm sorry, as much as I wanted it to be, it cannot work in there. It is not to my liking enough to be there, and it's not the only one. Okay, so there are 20 categories. I will start by other spirits than whiskey or things related to whiskey, and then I will go to and I will not name you all the categories. There will be, anyway, there will be, for those who don't want to watch everything, under the video you will have minutage in French, timestamps, timing to search for the category you like. Do you want to know what's the best world whiskey in Europe and UK, or the best French whiskey, or the best in North America, the best whiskey design? It's a bit of a wink for Jeff, but I'm interested in design too, even if I don't work in them. I'm an artist. Best recommended whiskies, new distillery, value for money, etc. So you have a lot of stuff here to see. So brace yourself, take something to drink, take some snack and anything you want, and jump on board. I will have to pause at different times, mind you, so don't worry about that. I hope it will not be too cut in the visual. Also, among the disclaimers, I have to say, unfortunately, this year, as last year too, and there's one of the biggest show of the 4 I've seen, which is not balanced regarding the countries I've been watching, tasting whiskies. Because of the disposal, like I said, for the Whisky Live Paris, I've been trying less Scotch whiskies than previous year, and then other shows in which I compensate that. I did compensate that tasting also other whiskies from Scotland. That said, I forgot what I wanted to say. I always forget something. For instance, I had some nice pictures for the rum section, and I forgot them all. Especially, it's annoying because I have none home, but I will try to show you if it comes across well in my phone. Also, I had to put a fan because it's getting hot too. Too long intro, I know. So let's start now with the first category. Stay tuned. First category is gin. Do you like gin? If not, skip to the next category, please. I have tasted this year. Sorry, I'm gonna speak about my highlights of 2023, sorry, spirits wise, whiskey and other spirits. 2023, not 2024, right? I've tasted this year around 80 gins this year, or so far. I'm not 100% sure about that. So I had to make choices. There's a lot of great gins now in the market. There's a boom of gins everywhere. I owe you a third video at least about my top gins. This is a big spoiler about it. That said, exceptionally, I'm not gonna tell you which one is the best, but I will sever this in several categories because I struggle myself. They're so different. So I will tell you some that are honorable mentions. Yeah, honorable mentions, runners up. Finally, I've decided for the categories to give, as much as I hate awards, the most classical, where everything is, almost people have paid to be in there. So there's some competitions where every bottle almost is winning, so it's ridiculous. But for fun, and for make it more clear, I've severed it in bronze, silver and gold, and sometimes even beyond categories, so I hope you will like this. So honorable mentions, there will not be every time, and for some categories there will be recommended bottle instead of best, because I haven't tried a lot in that category, right? So gin of the year, if I may say so, I have 3 honorable mentions. There's one you will struggle to find because it's I'm not gonna put them all. This is from l'Alambic Parisien, which is a French distillery preparing whiskey for later on, maybe, but for now they have gin and a lot of liquors and malt spirit. And this is the gin is really fantastic, very citrus fruit driven, 50 cl, tiny production. I already reviewed it in French and in English. Also, where is it? Yeah, beautiful Irish gin. I really love. Also, the packaging is awesome. As often in craft gin, you get beautiful packaging. So this is more balanced and some also exotic Asian components. This is an Irish gin, and this is very flavorful. Another all the honorable mentions there, to be honest, I don't rate gins, but all the honorable mentions there are really beautiful. This is nothing bad there, nothing average. Above average also the Roku gins from Suntory, which I kind of prefer to the Nikka one, just personal taste. I found it more balanced and less emphasis on citrus, lemon, etc. What's next? Next is the bronze medal. The reduced version of it, it's the only one I have. It's already quite expensive. Kinobi, the Kyoto distillery, which have all kinds of limited releases, and mainly 3 core range, if I may say. This is beautiful. This is the 45.7, but for me it's the 54.5, the Kinobi Sei, which is more beautiful than that and more spectacular, if I may say. Equally ranked, because I will struggle to rate gins. The Botanist, of course, not 22 years old as some could see, but 22 Forage Island Botanicals. If you're not aware of the information, this year, or did they start it last months of last year, I don't know, they are releasing 2 different expressions of the Botanist, both aged in casks. And one of those, I haven't, of course, tried them, they're not on the market. One of those is in Islay cask matured. This should be spectacular. I'm very excited. Other, I forgot to mention, I think it's almost in the same category. It's the Cotswolds gin, of course. Dry gin, beautiful one with that hint of lavender on top. Now silver, just really very close, honestly, very close to the gold. Are 2 gins, one that I could only try once, unfortunately. It's a bit expensive and very I don't have a picture, sorry. It's the Anne-Sophie Pic, the 3 stars French chef, who did a collaboration with a company, and she created a gin which bears her name, Anne-Sophie Pic gin. You will struggle to find it. That's why on this category maybe it would be better to have this, which is a Jaisalmer Indian craft gin from Radico Khaitan, same company that makes the whiskey Rampur that I can tell you're gonna see in this video as well. So this is a gold edition. The regular one in black bottle is very good too, but this one really, I had a crush on this one. You can see the specs here. I will speak about it in the video. There's a lot of different things. 18 hand-picked botanicals, including some very specific Indian ones, such as, sorry for the pronunciation, Gandharaj lemon peel. You have saffron, which is quite rare. Nagpur orange peel, so beautifully crafted, very refined, delicious gin. I really recommend. But the one that got on top is the most complex ever I have tried, and probably the most complex in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Gin fans correct me. The Monkey 47 from Germany, of course. 47 ingredients, 47 ABV. Okay, 50 CL like the previous one, so around 50 euros. The other one I think is a bit more or less, but I will speak again about those. So beautiful gins. Really recommend those ones. Gonna pause now for the next category and make some room also. Okay, my friends, my apologies. I forgot one on the bottle, and it's not the least one. It's the Isle of Harris gin. Of course, the most maritime yet still balanced and still beautiful gin. Where is it? Here I will place it also as silver. So it's a mistake. I can't believe I forgot it. I know why. It's because this distillery has something else on the list, and you can guess which one. It's a whiskey. So there you have it for gins. Now let's go to the next category, which I had to divide it in two. First one is best unaged fruit spirit, Eau-de-vie. So distilled fruit. And we'll see the next one after. This is very short because I haven't tried a lot, and to be honest, I tried some pear liqueurs. I have some different fruit liqueurs, but the one I tried that really blew my mind, no debate. There's some categories you're gonna see there's no debate at all. It's the Brana Eau-de-vie de Clementine from Corsica region. Even if the distillery is from the west of France. Of course, it's there's no color because it's transparent. It's unaged, but it's a craft distillery, as you see the date. This is absolutely fantastic. This is really refined. Of course, the problem is 50 CL, 89 euros for 50 CL. You're gonna see, unfortunately, in this video, sorry for some housekeeping, it's gonna be complicated. As always, when I do those kind of big topic videos, it's a bit tough. So yeah, fantastic Eau-de-vie. You can also trust them, Brana, for their pear Eau-de-vie, and also if you go one of the next, we're gonna see Distillerie Bertrand from Alsace. They do also beautiful pear, Mirabelle and other things. Honestly, it's so hard to can you figure out everything that's there? Yeah, there's a lot of work behind this. Okay, next one is best aged malt and non-malt spirit. Why non-malt? You're gonna understand why. There's only two prices there, because everything I tried, didn't really make it. So silver and gold, that's all. On silver, with 6 months in the cask, it's a craft distillery from the Auvergne Center, let's say, region. 50 CL. It's 48% ABV, no additives, and it's for Distillerie des Scories, which so 6 months aged malt spirit. It's called Le Drôle. This is really the most craft you can do. I already reviewed it in French. This is a gift bottle. I asked for a sample, and it's sometimes the case. It's very rare, but it happens. And instead of a sample, they send this. But let me tell you, this is something usually I don't rate this kind of things, which is not whiskey. But I try to rate just for fun, and 85.5 out of 100 for something that's just 6 months. It shows, but the first impressions you have, it's really something that's will be ready soon, and it's beautiful multi qualities. Then again, it's gifted, so you trust me or not. The second one and the winner is also gifted. Sorry, but and it's something I approved and spoke about it. I was very impressed by everything on the stand. So it's normal you're gonna find it. And also there's a beautiful bottle, glass bottle, 50 cl. Okay, around 50 euros, 44.5. And what is this? This is, oh, okay, no big deal. This is from the Bertrand distillery in Alsace, east of French region. I have a map, but I will lose time. This is aged from 3 to 10 years old. This is 60% beer spirit, so with hop, and 40% malt spirit. But my God, this is so well made. You could pass it for a whiskey if you taste it blind. This is something really succulent. This is gorgeous and nicely oaky. I will review it as well as other things they do, because when quality is there, and they've been doing that for more than 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, so they know how to do good stuff. I'm gonna pause now for a second to see if I can find pictures, because I forgot mine about the rum category. Stay tuned. So what I will do, I'm gonna go on my phone on my Instagram. Sorry, so it's the only solution I could find. One of the most beautiful, very old 1969 New Grove. The Grace distillery from the Mauritius island, with a beautiful decanter, but this makes it only, believe me or not, in honorable, very honorable mentions, mind you. The 1969 47% ABV, along with a lot of things they do I love. I'm gonna buy some others. Of course, HSE, I don't know if I took the picture. No, not sure. Oh yeah, it's not exactly the bottle, but Habitation Saint-Étienne from Martinique, French Isles. A single cask from 2004. Is that one? Give me a minute. Small cask, extra vieux. 1712, 1911, 2014, 2021, 46% ABV. This is a lot of character, not too much tannins, but really beautiful stuff. Also the black tot, especially the which one is the Blender's Reserve 2022, 54.5. I found that fantastic, very complex. Elixir Distillers does it. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to their whiskey stand at Whiskey Live. I know they're potential winners in the blended malt category, especially. Mount Gay EXO, I also loved it. I don't know if you see it. But among the most spectacular, I'm not sure I can see it there. I will see if I can find it after. On the bronze category, I had a rum from Portugal, which have been finished in Madeira wine. It's called Engenos de Norte rum, 970, so 1970, Madeira wine cask edition, 6 years old, 53.5, absolutely gorgeous. In the same level, even if they're different, of course, one of my favorite rum distilleries. Where is it? Where is it? If my phone doesn't want to work, what can I do? Of course, oops, Foursquare 2010, ex-bourbon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6 years old, beautiful. What did I say? 6 years old. I can't read it. It's probably more than that. Sorry. Same. Oh God. I lost it. The Mezan, if you know the brand, also I loved what they do. A Jamaica single cask. Gonna try to find it back, but I don't know why it changed the. Oh, what does it does? Oh, give me a minute. Okay, so you have this indie bottler Mezan, which does this beautiful, nice limited release series. This is a Jamaica single cask 2006, 57.3, beautiful. But for me, the winner, which was even better than a special series in black bottle, opaque bottles, and very expensive and stuff. This is expensive too, but for something at 43.1% ABV, this almost 20 years old, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2001 single cask from St. James. Really, for me, stole the show in their stand and in many stands around. Beautiful single cask. I don't know why their single casks are so low ABV wise, but it was so flavorful, but that I didn't. Now 140, it's very expensive, euros. Okay, next category, Cognac. Nope, sorry, a mistake. Armagnac. Armagnac, there's a lot of things, so I cannot show you everything this year. There's a Tariquet Montreur d'Ours already reviewed. The packaging is too big to show it here with all I have, so I gave up. Anyway, also the range, the core range, the VSOP Tariquet, if you want something light, something young, just a few years of age, honestly, for 40 euros and so, this is difficult to find even here, but maybe abroad, I don't know. Tariquet, also the 18, 12, 15 years old. They have a 20 that looks interesting now. So that's for honorable mentions, even if it deserves more. These 2000 from last year, Delors, I found it very nice, also at 48.1 ABV. What I forgot to say, I always forgot things, it's human, is that for this video I wanted to pick mostly 2023 releases, but in some cases, and also in one specific category, I will also speak about 2022 releases, mainly because some of them only appeared in 2023 in shows. So it's complicated to not cover them. Right, bronze medal, even if it's, and bronze medal for me is not pejorative, it's something 88 out of 100, something like that. I go up to 100 out of 100, you know, but it's very, very rare, a handful only out of 4,000 whiskies and other spirits have been rated 99 of 100. But 88 is very good score. Anything over 80, 81 for me is good. But it starts really to be serious at 87, 88. Excellent, really excellent at 90. And starts to be something close to exceptional, but not there yet at 93, 94. And then you get out of this world stuff at 96, 7 and more. Just saying, it's the scoring system is on my website. L'Encantada, very nice. This is the 25, I think. Yeah, 25 years old. They have single cask. They have also stuff like that in 50 cl most often. Brut de Fût means cask strength. So this is the Sélection 25, 25 years old, 2022, 45.5. No additives there, really pure craft approach. Love what they do. On my wish list too, but we have to make choices. I also enjoyed their Sélection 20, 20 years old, 2022, and their 87 vintage Domaine del Cassou, for those who are interested. Now on silver, I deliberately chose something that's more easy to find than every other thing I'm gonna praise in the category, except the Tariquet entry level stuff. It's the Darros 30Y. It's because there was something around 80 euros or a bit less where I did find it, and even if it's 43%, I think it's in the Grand Assemblage series they do. Darros, they also do vintages, which is my favorite collection. Of course, I have some. I will have to review them at some point. But the 30 years old Grand Assemblage, it's a great compromise between having a lot of fruits, but still having and yet having some oak influence and mellowing and stuff. So it's a beautiful, very subtle one, very soft maybe for some, but it's beautiful. But the winner this year, the bottle released last November last year, so you see out very late in the year. It's the d'Artigalon single cast 2003. It's not the oldest and it's not the most refined I saw on the stand. So millésime 2003 sélection, it's single cask. It's 6% ABV. D'Artigalon makes very, very refined whiskies, not Armagnacs, Baz Armagnac, which is one of the 3 categories. This one is also nicknamed Cuvée d'Exception. It really has some gorgeous fruit. I love not only the traditional ones that you find in Armagnac and the spices and the noble oak, but there's some fragrant, can't go too far here, fruit and floral notes there. I love it. Just opened it recently, so but I tried it before on shows. Cognac of the year. I tried several cognacs this year, but not as much as last year. But there's a stand that is always satisfying for me. It's the Gros Perrin stand. Guilhem Gros Perrin, the son of the founder, has taken over some time ago, and I had the chance to visit him. Don't want to be too long. I'm going to do a video about cognac, I know. This one, I think the estimation of the rating, it's only estimation because I tried only once, 2 times on the stand in fact, but only, I mean, I don't have the bottle. But this, my friends, they were not allowed to put the vintages because they didn't have all the guarantees to show to the customs, but 52-22 just means it's 48 and 78 years old. The aging has been stopped in 2000, and then they did put it 23 years old in Dame-Jeanne to mellow out things, but no aging, no cask influence. And boy, this at what's the ABV of this? 46.5. You know what I thought? Some cognacs, don't know if you know that, they have, when they're very exuberant, unadulterated, because there's no coloring, nothing there. They really can, the most fragrant ones, they can be close to single pot still Irish whiskies. And boy, this one, I tried it and I thought, oh, this is probably what tastes like the best Redbreast 40 years old. This is what I thought. That's all I can say. Absolutely exuberant, exotic fruit and flowers. That's all I like in a really fragrant cognac. Fantastic. And this thing, which is super exceptional, should be at a crazy, crazy price. Can you guess which price? I'm gonna give it to you, so you don't have to stay too long, but around 600 or 70, 690 I saw it. I mean, it's a lot of money. I won't buy that, but come on, if you can, if you win lottery or I don't know what, go for it, because it's something you will never forget. Now, jumping into the next category, which is also something I will never forget. It's a special category I did for something different. I don't know if you will find it relevant. It's the best whiskey tasting experience I had in 2023, and I did split it into two categories. One being 2022 and 2023 releases, which I mixed with the best favorite whiskey of the year, let's say, because we're going to whiskey now, yeah. And guess what? It is opportunities I had to try things which were not released recently. And the two, I could say they're equal, but there's one experience with a distillery which is superior to that one, even if they're quite different stuff. But I tasted my two first Daft Mills in 2023. And this is the 2008. This is the summer batch release, 46%. I mean, almost never seen such exuberance in fruit, citrus fruit. It's a vanilla bomb and a citrus bomb. That's all I would say. It's very complex, very refined. It's 12 years old, but it's on par. Bottled in 2019, yeah, 11 years old. It's on par with the best 20 plus 30 years old closed distilleries from the lowlands. St. Magdalene, stuff like that. This is mind-blowing. So, very expensive. This bottle, which is a collector's, is around 200, 300, 400. Very hard to find and very expensive, but this is one of the exceptions of this selection. That's whiskies that will go over 200. There's not much in the list, but there unfortunately are. Also, I want to thank my friend Chris, you might know as Coldorac, because a while ago we swapped a lot of samples. Still some are to open, mind you, and he offered me a sample, and this time it's a single cask, 044/2006. It's I think it was for Royal Mile Whiskies, right? 2006 vintage. This time it's very clear as well. Honestly, I think I did something on Instagram about that. 56% ABV. This still 2006, but 2009. This one is more spicy. This one has more lowlands and highlands characteristics, because Daft Mill, yeah, it's a distillery from the lowlands. But yeah, there you have it, something really exceptional. And yeah, next and winner, if I may say, of this category is a set of samples. I did a video about it. I'm not going to be long. Set of samples I had been given not by the distillery, but a Dutch friend. From this Dutch, famous but maybe not enough, or maybe it should not, flipping wise. And among the 6 samples I reviewed, there are 2 that really did blow my mind, and for weeks I was in the head. Because Zuidam distillers from Netherlands, which do the Millstone, and this is a 12 years old Sherry Oloroso. This is a picture I took online from probably a more recent bottle, mind you. This is number 1 or 2 now on my wish list of what I have mandatory to buy in 2024. 12 years old in Sherry, Dutch malt. What's the special in there? 46%. What is special is they really use genuine Oloroso sherry casks from bodegas, which are not seasoning stuff for Scottish industry. So they have contracts, long time contracts with bodegas who use cask to release sherry, not prepare it for Scottish distillers, for instance. Like most of them now, they use seasoned cask. This is completely different. This blew my mind more than some 25 years old Macallan old style whiskies or some Glenfarclasses. The depth in this, the complexity is mind-blowing. Go to see my video, I won't be long. Another one that was really my highlight of the year is their 100% rye. Dutch are known for being the godfathers of rye, Dutch and Germans. Come to that. I think oh, did I mistake? I thought, no, I took 3 pictures. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video about rye. I have some rye in advance, but I did have to wait to have a millstone. This is the 100% rye. Again, I think those, I think I did an estimated rate of 96.5 out of 100 for the 12 years old Oloroso single malt, and for this rye, believe me or not, I did rate it on estimation based on the sample. Might have had some beer enhancing the things. 97 and 97.5 out of 100. This is really rare. I give such a score, but this was exceptional. Let me pause for the next category. Yeah, I gotta be quick because I'm only in the 8th category out of 20. So crazy, Greg. Should have done 2 videos, I know. One on other spirits and one on whiskey. What do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna split it in 2. So sorry, guys. First part will be like this, and finish with the best whiskey tasting experience, maybe as a teaser. And the second will be about I will maybe yeah, okay. And the second will be about whiskey next week, right? Sorry about that. Bye bye, and see you for the second part.